60 Cycle Hum's coverage of Summer NAMM 2019 is brought to you by Mojo Hand Effects, Sinusoid Cables, Harmony Guitars, Cusack Music, and Boss. There you go.
Reveal.
Everyone, I'm still at Revv, still at Summer NAMM. We're hanging out. We're going to mess with the D20 now, which is a beautiful little like lunchbox shaped amp with this beautiful white color that would look really nice in my home studio. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyways, this is your 20-watt amp that's loaded with all kinds of fun goodies. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, but first we need to talk about the fact that you were here yesterday to check out the G2, and you're back today, but for some reason we're all wearing the same clothes.
We're filthy musicians. I mean, what do you expect?
And I mean, I know this room is nice and air conditioned, but like, you can't sleep here. I told you that. You have a hotel. Stay at the hotel.
You've got the unicorn though, and
I told you to stop talking about that. Shawn's gonna leave.
Yeah, let's talk about the amp. These videos are gonna have the best playing of any of my videos because Shawn's playing on them. I'll send you the check later for.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's this whole collaboration thing. They've all got the spirit of collaboration. Thanks to Gibson, we're just licensing each other. And
It's authentic. It's very authentic.
It's authentic.
Yeah. We don't have any Les Paul shaped guitars in here because I'm pretty sure that we had to burn every one that we had because, well, yeah.
I didn't want to get sued.
No, I thought if I just owned one, like having bought one, I was probably at risk for a lawsuit.
This is a whole other kind of video. You want to start twisting knobs and tell us about the amp? I should really put this like over here.
There you go.
Makes more sense. All right, get in there.
Sorry.
Twist those knobs. Tell us about it.
Okay, so 3-band EQ, master volume, gain control. It's got a push-pull pod for the gain control, so it's pretty clean when it's pushed in, as Shawn's demonstrating. But we can pull that. It gives you a bit of just a little bit more grit. It's not high gain like what most people expect from Revv, and it's not meant to be, because the reason it's called the D20 is because we have two different series of amplifiers in our Pro series of amplifiers. There's the generator, which is what everybody's familiar with from the G series pedals, and then there's the Dynamis, which is not really anywhere near as well known. The Dynamis is meant for cleaner blues bass players. The generator is for hard rock and metal. Let's be honest, it's for metal. Just none of us here play it. Yeah.
Super hard rock. Yeah. With a metallic super hard rock.
Yes. Yes. Very good. So, for the kind of stuff? Yes. You're nailing it. Yeah. So the Dynamis is meant to be that cleaner platform. So, and for the first lunchbox, because we were putting the two Notes Torpedo embedded into it, we wanted to go with something cleaner because the idea is that it is more of a pedal platform. It's something that's lightweight, it's 9 pounds, it's easy to take around and gig with, or to fly with for guys that are doing fly dates. You know, so the kind of the biggest thing about this amp, or like what makes it unique, is that two Notes Torpedo embedded. So for those of you who aren't familiar with two Notes, check out anything on YouTube because it's everywhere.
Ask your mom; she'll tell you about it.
Yeah, she knows a lot about it. Yeah, Mom, Mom.
Mom, what's two notes?
Yeah. I have no idea. No. Wait, did you just call Shawn Mom? Is that why you threw the mic to him? You're like,
I just wanted to get a clip of him laughing. He's got a pleasant laugh. I'm sorry.
Nice. Okay, so what we have on the front, you know, the 3-band EQ, master volume, gain control. Pretty basic for any, you know, amplifier. You've got a wattage selectable switch, or a watt switch, whatever you want to call it, so you can go between 20 watts and 4 watts. And then you've got this pre and post button. The pre and post button is meant to be used with the torpedo embedded. So if you're sending the signal direct out the back of the amp through the XLR cable, that allows you to defeat the power section in the amp. The reason that you would do that is in the two-note software that comes with the amp, they have power amp modeling that you can engage. So you can defeat the 6v6 power section and then model 6L6, KT88s, EL34, I think EL84 is the other one. So you can model those if you want. So for people wondering what that is, that's what it's for. You've got a level control headphone out, which right now we're using the headphone out to actually record the guitar.
And it sounds fantastic, right? I don't know until I get into post, but I'm sure it sounds great.
If it doesn't, this video is never going to see the light of day, so it's great.
So here's to hoping. Here is to hoping.
So we'll have Shawn play.
Yes.
We'll poke the monkey with the stick, and he'll perform for us, and then you just twist up.
Last thing I'll tell you is the last pod on there is a virtual cabinet selector. So what that does is that selects presets from the Notes Torpedo software. That is programmable. So what comes in there is a couple of 412 options, 212 options, and 112 option. But you could load any third-party IR or any virtual cabinet from the Notes store into that. So right now it comes stock just with Shawn's favorite presets because, well, Shawn's ears are better than the rest of ours. So he designed them. So
we're just going to compliment Shawn as much as we can because he's got really low self-esteem, and we're trying to boost him up.
yeah,
I just need some money.
I just
need some money.
yeah, please. You're not.
Now I'm gonna have
the unicorn.
Now I'm gonna have to edit this.
So this just changes which virtual cabinet we're using.
Yeah, now keep in mind the way this is set up is the first position is going to be a 4x12 virtual cab. In that second position, it's the same cab, it just has some reverb on it, really light verb. And then we're going to go to a 2x12 cab. That next position is the same cabinet with just a little bit of verb, and then 1x12. So essentially, you can choose between a 4x, 2x, or a 1x12, depending on how you want it, how focused you want it to sound. So right now, it's the 4x12 cab, which is going to have the most low end, but if you wanted it to be more focused like a combo, that's the 1x12.
You want me to turn knobs while he plays now? All right.
Yeah. Show me what this thing can do.
Make it sound bad again?
Make it sound bad again.
Now, one thing of note while he's doing that crazy mid thing is the mids are proper on this amp, and what I mean by proper is when you crank the mids, it will create gain just a little bit, and that was a big deal for me. So anyways, sorry to interrupt. Jazz. But I do love how the amp responds, once again, with me wanting to go back and forth from a single coil neck to a humbucker in the back. It gets a bark that's proper, is what it's supposed to do. Now, if you cut the power, it will actually create a little bit more gain because you're able to overdrive the power section. Oh man, you just wrecked my money note. God. Doesn't matter now. I'm done.
And I succeeded.
I think it sounds great. It looks like it's chock full of options. I really like the kind of the form factor of it, and also like most of my amps are in that kind of wattage range. I'm used to working with those sounds, being able to do stuff at lower volumes, like crank the tubes and stuff like that. And I'm excited about it. I think it's a cool product.
One other thing I should mention about it, it does have a built-in load box too. So it's not just the cabinet emulation from Notes or like the cabinet simulator. So you don't have to have a cabinet connected, and you won't damage the power section in the amp. And
that's good to know because I have fried amps before.
But you can run both at the same time.
You can. Yeah, like right now we have it set up to monitor in the little unicorn room here with the 4x12. So yeah, we just have it turned off for what we're doing right now. But the ones that are outside of the booth for people to try are all fully functioning, and they don't have a load connected to them. And there is a button on the back to defeat the speaker and engage the load box. But even if you don't have it plugged in to a cabinet, the load box will automatically engage to make sure that you don't damage your amp, so that you don't have to remember that switch.
It's idiot proof.
Well, I mean,
to an extent.
yeah. I mean, I've done things to it that aren't right. So, yeah.
Let's go with monkey proof.
Yes. Exactly. I mean, I tried taking it swimming. I was told that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a sinker.
yeah. It didn't sound very good.
Didn't sound good underwater. Too wet.
Yeah, exactly. I was going for a wet dry sound, so I was running stereo. One was on the edge of the pool, one was in the pool, and then Dan called me an idiot.
Tonality.
So, yeah, this video's dumb.
Yeah.
Cool, guys.
Yeah.
Should we observe another awkward silence before we sign out?
Yeah, probably. Tune around the whole time. What?
All right, bye everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Check out the links below. Check out Revv amps. Check out the D20. Check out the G2 and all their other green pedals. Bye everybody.